Hello everybody, my name is Muniven, and 3 years ago I took one of the most important decisions in my life. I quit social media. Well, why? I was miserable, depressed, and felt like I was being controlled by my phone. Well, what started it in the first place? Ever since I was 10 years old, social media platforms have always been on the rise. I still remember my sister introducing me to High Five and MSN. I really liked the concept of staying in touch with your friends offline from home, and you are able to play games together. Seeing how fun it was for my sister and how happy she was, I wanted that for myself. However, I was not legal yet to create an account. Once I reached the ripe age of 14, I decided to join Facebook, aka Meta now, and that was the start of an addiction. I grew up with overprotective parents who were scared that the external world is too toxic and dangerous for their children to be in. So I guess it was a better trade-off because the kids get to be online, at home, in front of my parents' eyes. So it was way better than being outside where I could be influenced by, let's say, drugs, lust, envy, all sorts of stuff. But oh boy, were they wrong. So Facebook gave me a great platform where I could reconnect with long lost primary friends that I had because I didn't have a phone number to even save or even think of staying in touch with my friends who lived pretty much far off from where I was. And sharing YouTube videos too online was great. I loved it. However, the more I used Facebook, the more validation seeking of a person I became. I started caring what people think, like about me, how I dress, and that they thought I should have probably gotten a girlfriend. Oh man, so much pressure, so much peer pressure. I realize now I was just lonely for the most part of my life. All I wanted was just a friend. Somebody I can talk to and share my feelings with and tell them how I really felt about stuff. Man, you know what? I should have just hugged myself and be like, hey, I love you, Muniven. But that's not what happened. I decided to go from underage drinking, smoking, to be somebody I always wanted to be, a fitness and sports kind of person. At the age of 16 is when I really turned my life around for myself. And I was determined that I wanted to become a national bodybuilding champion at the time. And in so doing, while achieving my goal, I built a really big online presence, which meant more people wanted to be friends with me, and that led to me being in very different relationships. I became so proud, and my ego went through the roof getting that much attention. But I was still lonely. I still felt lonely in a room full of people that I knew, and I still felt empty. Everybody's your friend when at the top, but there's always something shinier elsewhere after a while. I felt I was oversharing what was happening in my life because I thought people cared about me on a personal level and people really liked me for my personality rather than something super external that I was doing. And people started gossiping about my life, which was pretty heartbreaking, pretty disappointing, but the hole in my heart got bigger and I just burned out being that validation seeking of a person I was. One thing I've learned, a big lesson, is geography does not alter how you feel on the inside. If you feel like crap in France, you're gonna still feel crap when you move to Canada or US. I learned that once I pursued my studies here in Canada, that I still felt empty. And that is when I assessed my life. I decided to work on my past traumas. I had to cut off a lot of things. I had to cut off a lot of bad habits, addictions, friends, you name it. I just wanted to experience the world for once and not live in a cubicle. I wanted to experience the detachment and peace that I'll get without having to be on my phone. I wanted to spread the love and kindness that I have for people and spread it across the world, because that is what I had to offer. And I was just ready to embrace life, and quitting social media for 3 years was such an amazing experience for me. The question you might be asking is, well, Muniven, why are you back? To answer simply is, I felt a calling for it. I sat down and I prayed to God one day, and He answered. I was told to share my knowledge and experience with the world and to be a living testimony of what I've felt and experienced throughout these years. We live in a world where authenticity is so rare. Nobody's telling the truth, or if they do know the truth, they are not ready to speak it out loud. And people are just misguided, influenced by X, Y, and Z. I was just tired of seeing people go towards that route. And I wanted to be a slight help or a boost in mitigating that issue completely. So, people, sit back and accompany me on this journey I'm sharing with you as of today. Let's grow together and make 2024 our year and the best years onwards of our lives. Can I hear an amen? Amen. All right, I'll see you next time.